This is a running bowline. It's just a regular bowline with the standing part of the rope passing through the loop to form a cinching loop which you can choke onto a log, onto part of the tree, or to any other object. It's commonly used to secure a rope like this around a tree part in order to allow for climbing or for rigging or for pulling a tree over. So to tie this knot, I'm just going to start by taking the working end of the rope and passing it around the object that I'm tying to. And then I'm just going to tie the same bowline in this end of the rope, the working end of the rope. But when I take my working end to pass through the loop, I'm making sure to pass the working end around the standing part of the line before I create the bowline. So a regular bowline, that will now choke onto this log. What you've got to watch out for is that whilst this is very secure pulled in that direction or that direction, it does have a tendency to walk around the log if it's pulled so that the standing part of the rope isn't biting on the loop. So as you can see, pulling this way holds great, pulling this way holds great, pulling that way will hold great, but pulling this way, I'm just going to walk the knot around the log. So something to be aware of if you're using that for rigging or for pulling or even for life support. Another thing that's important is that if you're using this for life support, just like with a regular bowline, we need a tie-off or a backup here. So potentially a double overhand knot in that end of the line, or if I was going to use this for climbing, I could just pull a little bit more tail through and I could do the same double bowline that we did previously. You can see I've got my two loops there, passing the working end around the standing part of the rope. Oops. Forming the bowline. There's my double bowline. Get that dressed nicely, and then I'm just going to go around the back and I'm going to tuck the tail same way we did before. And now that's a running double bowline. Very easy to untie even after a heavy load. About 60 to 70% of the strength retained, though it depends on the branch diameter. Good for life support with that tie-off. A very, very secure, useful knot. And it's great because you can set it from a distance, so you can fire your line up over a branch. Let's say you're pulling a tree over, you can install that rope with a throw line. You can tie your running bowline down at the bottom of the tree, down here. If that's over a fork up there, you can tie it on the ground and then pull it tight, and that knot will just go up to the top of the tree and cinch on there to let you pull the tree over.